Good day, learners. Welcome to CCNA training with Ivo Masawi. I'm a holder of Advanced Diploma in Telecommunication Systems, CCNA and CCNP certifications. I've got experience of CCNA and CCNP training. It's been 4 years now training CCNA and CCNP. So you are in the safest hands in as far as CCNA training is concerned. So let's look at some of the topics that will be covered in the CCNA trainings so that you get to understand what will be covered in the course. So this is the syllabus for CCNA. CCNA exam version 1.0 200-301 is the exam code. So the first part of the syllabus is network fundamentals, which constitute 20% of the exam. In this part, we will explain the role and function of network components. We will describe characteristics of network topology architectures, compare physical interface and cabling types. We will identify interface and cable issues. We will compare TCP to UDP. We will configure and verify IPv4 addressing and subnetting. We will describe IPv4 addressing. We will configure IPv6 addressing and prefix. We will compare IPv6 address types. We will also verify IP parameters for client OS, Windows, Mac OS, Linux. Describe the wireless principles. We will explain virtualization fundamentals. Describe the switching concepts. Then there is network access, which constitutes 20% of the exam, where we will configure and verify VLANs. We will configure and verify interswitch connectivity. We will configure and verify layer 2 discovery protocols, CDP and LLDP. Configure and verify Ether channel. We will also describe the need for and basic operations of rapid per VLAN spanning tree protocol. Compare Cisco wireless architectures and AP modes. We will describe physical infrastructure connections of wireless LAN components. We will look at AP and wireless LAN controller management, access connections, Telnet, SSH, HTTP, HTTPS console, and TACACS and radius. We will also configure the components of a wireless LAN. Then we move on to IP connectivity, which constitutes 25% of your exam. We will interpret the components of a routing table. We will determine how a router makes forwarding decision by default. We will configure and verify IPv4 and IPv6 static routing. We will configure and verify single area OSPF. We will describe the purpose of first hop redundancy protocols. Then there is IP services, which constitute 10% of your syllabus, where we will cover configuration and verification of NAT, configuration and verification of NTP operating in a client and server mode. We will also look at DHCP and DNS. We explain the role and function of SNMP in network operations. We will describe the use of syslog features, DHCP client and relay. We will look at quality of service, SSH and TFTP. Then we look at security fundamentals, which has got 15%, where we look at key security concepts, security program elements, configure device access control using local passwords, describe security password policy elements, describe remote access and site-to-site VPNs. We will also configure and verify access control lists. We will configure layer 2 security features, differentiate authentication, authorization, and accounting concepts. We will describe wireless security protocols. We will configure wireless LAN using WPA2, pre-shared key using the GUI. Then the last part is automation and programmability, which constitutes 10% of your exam, where we will look at the benefits of automation, traditional and controller-based networks, software-defined architectures, APIs, REST APIs, Puppet, Chef, and Ansible. Then there is interpretation of JSON encoded data. So that's the overview of the topics to be covered in the CCNA course. So if you are looking to become CCNA certified, you are in the safest hands. I will ensure you get the material needed, the guidelines, and all the concepts are covered. So that's an overview of CCNA course. Let's meet in the next video.